What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful, amazing, beautiful, perfect, blessed day. If you read the title and you don't follow me on Instagram, then you're probably a little bit confused. This might be like the most exciting video I've ever made in my whole YouTube career. I want you guys to meet my own brand, Sauv Swim. Wow, that feels so crazy to say out loud. It launches in 2 days. It launches on Saturday. So if you follow me on Instagram, you already know why I'm here, which is for a try on haul. I wanted to make this like crazy cinematic, like whole launch YouTube video, and I spent a lot of time stressing about it and thinking about it. And then I was like, you know what? How many times have I come on here and been like, I am just not your crazy cinematic amazing video girl? I'm not, through and through. So, you know, this is just where we are. I thought, what better to do than a good old try-on haul, which is when we hang out the most anyway. So, I'm here for a try-on haul today for Sauv Swim. A little bit of background about Sauv. I have wanted to own a swimwear brand for like a decade. Probably a decade. If you guys remember, and if I can find the clip, I'm gonna put it in here. I had filmed a Q&A way back on YouTube. This was like my second ever Q&A I think I ever posted. And one of the questions was, what's your dream job? And I answered in that video that my dream job is to own a swimwear brand. And here we are. And it's launching in 48 hours. Not even 48 hours, less than that. So this is something that I have literally always wanted to do, and I don't know what it was, if I just didn't have the courage to do it or didn't believe I could or whatever it was. There was always an excuse or a reason that I didn't. And for the past about 2 years now, I have actually like done the work to make this happen. Now, mind you, almost 4 years ago, I was getting samples for bathing suits. Samples that long ago and trying to decide what I wanted, and it wasn't until about 2 years ago where I had the design of the suit that I'm wearing that I was like, this is the design, like this is what's gonna start it, this has to be the first one that I come out with. And it wasn't until I really put that on paper and finally was like, you know what, I'm gonna hire a professional to make this into a real design, get it made, custom, exactly what I want, and then just go from there. Like, let's just see. And early last year, I started getting samples of this suit in, and this one in particular took many tries. Like I think like 12 rounds of sampling before this one was right. Maybe even more than that if you count all of the various manufacturers that I tried to have make this suit until I settled on the one that I love, that made the one that you are seeing right here in front of you. So this has been a long time coming, to say the least. I have just wanted this for so long, and for those of you who want to understand a little bit behind the meaning of Sauv and why I chose this name, there are two reasons. So the first reason is, when I was thinking of the name of this brand, I wanted it to be something that was like feminine and powerful, and something that just meant, you know, being like your best, most beautiful natural self. When people were like, what's your goal with Sauv? I was like, I just want people to feel beautiful in their swimwear. I want them to feel good in their swimwear. I have always said that I feel more comfortable in swimwear than I do in regular clothes. If you guys, again, have been here for a while, then you know that. And I just wanted that. So I was like, okay, how can I just really lean into, you know, things that are feminine and natural, things that just mean being your best self. And I found the word sauvage, which in French actually translates to something that is wild and untamed and natural, which was exactly what I wanted. So we shortened it down to Sauv, and of course now we have Sauv Swim. Another thing that's really special to me about this word is when it finally came up in conversation and I was like, wait, Sauv, like what does that mean to me? Back when I was in college, two of my best girlfriends in the world would have a dinner every single Thursday night. Like for 5 years of my life, I think, that I lived in Boston, we went to this Thursday night drinks and dinner like we went to church. Like it was religion, that we did not miss it. We got in a dress, we got in heels, no matter what was going on. And we went and met up on Thursday nights. And me and my friend Michelle would go, and our bartender Steph became like one of our best friends. And it was just the three of us for all those years in Boston. And I would sit down at the bar, and if you know me, you know, other than a margarita, my favorite wine is a Sauv Blanc. And I'd sit down and Steph would just come to me and be like, glass of Sauv Blanc, and just set it on the counter. And I just think back to every single one of those nights of just sitting with my girlfriends, having a glass of wine, connecting as women, and just, I don't know, leaning into like all of that feminine energy and talking about what was going on in our lives. And you guys, the connection between women can be so powerful and so important as you grow up. God, now, like, I don't know what I would do right now in Nashville if I didn't have the girlfriends that I do. I'm just so blessed. I was blessed to have those girls then. I'm so excited for them to have their own Sauv swimsuits, and just my girlfriends now. And it was just really important to me to just lean into that feminine, powerful part of us that grows. You know, I think my community on YouTube here was really built after a breakup, which is crazy. And it wasn't because of the breakup, but it was because I found myself after, and I, you know, learned how to be who I am. I found who I am as a woman and the power in that. And I wanted to create a brand that represented all of those things for you guys. So I'm gonna get emotional. Woo! Nope, not crying on this video. So about a month ago now, I was in Miami with a group of you guys that applied to a model search on Instagram to be a model for my brand, not even knowing what it was. And I flew 4 girls out to Miami and we had the most amazing photo shoot. And it made so much sense to me to have those of you who supported me and those of you who are the reason that I am here and that I am doing this to be the models for my brand. So if you haven't checked out @Sauv Swim on Instagram, please go take a look. Leave comments for those girls. They are supporters and watch my YouTube channel just like you guys. And to get to meet them and, you know, just share this really special thing with people who have supported me is the coolest thing in the world. Like, I can't believe this is my life. I'm just so grateful. So we're not gonna cry in this video. This is an exciting video. This is very exciting. Okay. So we're gonna run through all the different designs. I'm gonna give you the details, give you some sizing suggestions, but please do go to Instagram with any questions or down below in the comments. If you have any questions about sizing, message me on my personal Instagram @Britt Shaheen or on the Sauv Swim account, and I promise to get back to you. This is a one-man band. I am your quality control. I am your answer to the questions. I'm all of it for now. So I will definitely be the one getting back to you. And please shop Sauv Swim. On Saturday. It's gonna be at 10 a.m. Central Time is the launch. We are shipping internationally. I'm going to be straight with you though. I don't have the budget to pay for shipping like across the board. So here's the exceptions. If you spend $150 or more, then you are going to get free shipping. That includes international, that includes everywhere. It will be free if you spend over 150 USD. If you are not spending 150 USD, then the shipping is going to be calculated for you at checkout depending on where you're located. So from what I've seen for the United Kingdom, transparently, it's somewhere between like $11 and $15 with about $10 of VAT if you purchase one swimsuit. So expect an additional like $20 or so. This is on the website, but I just want you to know here if you're watching. That's for the UK. I know some of you that are watching are from the UK, so I definitely wanted to mention that. Europe is not that far off. I would expect between VAT and shipping around a $20 charge or so for that shipping cost. And I'm sorry, I hope that's not forever. It won't be forever. We're gonna grow and we're gonna be a real business, and someday I'll be able to cover the shipping or have like a low flat rate for you guys. Right now, it's just not realistic. I wanted it to be, but I just can't. I'm too small. It's just me. So I'm trying and I'm sorry that it's not better news for that. The most I've seen for a US shipment is like $4. So I would expect that. And yeah, it's gonna be on Saturday. There's no codes. Free shipping will automatically be applied if you spend $150. The website is really straightforward. I hope it's easy to navigate, and I would love your feedback on this launch and on everything else. I will be packing the orders myself, one room over. I have done all of it, so my hands will have been taking care of your orders, and you guys, so much love and so much thought has gone into this brand, down to the bag that you're receiving your items in. If you've seen it on Instagram already, fine, but I'm not gonna tell you guys who haven't. I want you to feel beautiful in this swimwear. I really do. And I hope that your whole experience, getting your swimsuit and opening it and everything else, really embodies that. So that's where we are. We have a 30-day return window. If you take off your hygiene strip or you remove your tag, then you no longer can return your item, but otherwise you have a 30-day return situation. Other than that, I think we can get into it. Lots of size models on the Instagram if you want to check it out. The website is also going to show you different size models in the suits, so if you want to kind of look at the models and compare your body type to decide what size to get, you can do that there as well. I think that's it. 10 a.m. Central Time. Please shop. Please message me if you did so I can thank you or send you a video and thank you. Nothing has ever been more exciting than this in my whole life. So I will thank you, I promise. Okay, let's get going. To begin, just so you know, you were going to get like a shipping package that is Sauv branded, but when you get your suit, it is gonna come in this little bag. This is the Sauv bag right here. Your suit will be in there, and it is a zipper bag. And it does have like a little breathing hole. So this is actually perfect if you're traveling and you have a wet swimsuit and you don't want it to like get other stuff in your bag wet. You can seal it in here and then this will let it breathe so it doesn't smell gross when you take it out. I've used this for sunscreen, for like just a little toiletry bag in my purse. So you can reuse these. They are reusable and fabulous. So starting with that. And then this is what your little tag is gonna look like. It is attached to all the swimsuits very tightly, so don't rip it off if you're not sure about your swimsuit, but I hope you love it and I hope you're sure. But this is the tag right here. It says Sauv, and then on the back it says, you're going to look amazing. And it does say hand wash, do not bleach. Do not bleach the white swimsuits, or any swimsuits, but especially the white ones. Do not, it will make them weird. Don't do it. And hand wash these, you guys. If you must put them in the washing machine, put them on a delicate cycle in a washing bag, please. And God, don't put them in the dryer. Your swimsuits should never go in the dryer, but this should not go in the dryer ever, 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 ever. Okay? And the satin swimsuits that I'm going to show you, those do not go in the washer or the dryer. Okay, just hand wash them, really. Just put them in a sink with soap and just be gentle and then hang them to dry. Okay? Please. Please, please, please. If you guys come to me because your swimsuit is destroyed because you put it in the freaking dryer, I'm gonna be so sad. Okay? My whole life is in these swimsuits. Just take care of them. They're babies, okay? You have to treat them like babies. So, starting out with the very first suit. Okay, we're gonna do it. Here we go. I was too busy lecturing you about not washing these to tell you that your size will also be marked down here. That's the rest of your tag. There you go. Okay, so our very first suit. This is the suit that inspired the entire first collection. The first collection from Sauv, by the way, is called the Tropics collection. And these are all items. They're named after naturally occurring things. We have coconut. Some other colors are like sand, emerald, ivy, things like that. And they are all named after something very special to me. So if you, actually, let's do this. If you can tell me what all of the suits are named after, if you know like the reason for all the suit names specifically, like this is the Mila, we have the Victoria, the Ivy, and the Lilly. If you can comment below, whoever's first to comment what the meaning behind all those names are, I will send you a free suit of your choice. So whoever's first. But starting out with this one, this is the Mila, and she is in the color coconut. And Mila comes in two colors. She comes in coconut and in sand. So for you to see that up close, sand is this like very muted, neutral kind of beige color, and then coconut is a pure white. So Mila inspired it all because I have had so many bathing suits that I don't want tan lines in them. I hate an ugly tan line. Hate one. And anytime you get a swimsuit that has like, it ties around the back or it ties around the neck, even if it's strapless, you always end up with like tan lines that like, they're like squiggly lines down your back from the tie, which just drives me crazy. So I wanted to create a swimsuit that was minimal tan lines, that was adjustable, convenient, just all the things. This will fit all kinds of girls, and depending on the coverage that you want, you can tighten it accordingly. Like if you're a girl that you really want to show some more skin, you could size down and then be able to loosen your straps here. So let me show you what I mean. So the Mila top, the pieces will be sold separately, so you can choose your sizes, of course. So the Mila top, this is the top from the front right here. Now, the suit slides along this piece right here. So you can slide this wherever you want. Separate it, squeeze it together, more coverage, less coverage. The padding is removable. I'm gonna make a note. In the white suit specifically, you can see the padding. The minute that you get your suit wet and then you wear it again, you're not gonna be able to see it. It's a little bit stiff right when you first get it just because it's been laying in this suit and it's not molded to anything yet, but you're gonna see once you get your suit wet and you put it back on, you're not gonna see these edges of the padding anymore. But this one literally just came out of the package. So it slides along the edges here. You do have removable padding. And then here along the back, you have an adjustable strap. You see this strap right here? It's kind of like a bra strap. It has this little hook over here. That's like your bra strap when you're tightening or loosening the shoulders of your bra, right? You can slide this to make it looser, or you can slide it to make it tighter. So whatever kind of tightness you need around your rib cage, you can achieve that. And then because these move, you can rotate to get those straps to sit exactly where you want them in the middle. If you really wanted to, you could turn it all the way around and have that adjustable piece up here in the front and then a single strap in the back. Totally up to you. Completely adjustable. And the neck does the same thing. So you can see right here, there's this little teeny little bra strap guy where again, you can take this and you can tighten it, or you can loosen it. So very, very minimal tan lines. I don't want anything hanging down the back of my neck, you know? So this is just like a continuous strap. This is what the other side of that looks like on the other side of my neck, right here. So you can adjust this to your preference. If you get a size too big, then you are probably gonna end up tightening this a little bit further down than you may want. So I would definitely go your true to size, like any triangle bikini that you usually go for, that's gonna work for this one. Moving on to the Mila bottom. This bottom was a labor of love. I had such a vision for this bottom and I don't know how we achieved it, but we somehow did. So a couple things. I don't like when there's a little tiny string bikini situation on the bottom of swimsuits that digs in. So I gave us a little bit thicker of a strap on the bottom. And at first I was unsure about this because the top straps are skinny and the bottom straps are thick. I did get an option with a skinny bottom strap with the same kind of situation. So you guys let me know if you're interested in the skinny bottom strap. Maybe you are, I don't know, but I was scared to do it because I thought it was a little bit too small. But going to the bottom, we do have completely adjustable coverage right here. So you can squeeze this in or out in both the front and the back. So if you want to separate this and make it wider, you can, or you can of course squeeze it in if you want a smaller tan line in the back. And these move completely along the waist. They're totally adjustable. And then the most exciting part for me of this suit is the adjustable strap right here. So if you are having a day where you're like, I don't want this to dig under any circumstance, you can just loosen her a little bit, right? You can just take her down a notch and loosen this for yourself. If you want it to be tighter, maybe you want it to sit higher on your hips, whatever that may be, you can tighten her up and she's gonna lay flat. Absolutely love this. I will say if you tighten her too much, this buckle starts to twist a little bit. So you're gonna kind of know where this naturally is supposed to sit on you based on how this buckle kind of lines up with your body. But absolutely love this. You can wear it up really high-waisted. You could pull it down and do a more low-waisted look if you wanted. And last but not least, all of the swimsuits from Sauv Swim. They are not dental floss, okay? I don't know how to say that nicely. I really hope there's not creepers watching this video. There is coverage here. Every single suit that I got from every single manufacturer, I was like, these are dental floss. I don't want that. That is not, my labias don't appreciate that, okay? So we have coverage across the board on this suit. I don't know how to show you without showing you. There will be no slippage. There will be no overflow. We have coverage, okay? Through and through. This is wide enough everywhere. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and throw on the sand color, but I'm gonna put on a size medium so that you're able to see the difference. We are in the Mila top, in the Mila bottom, and this is in the color sand. Same suit, just different color, and I am in a size medium. So you can see the difference a little bit here. This is a medium on me. I have a little bit more fabric on the sides here, a lot more coverage in the front, and I definitely would tighten this a little bit more right here. If you want, I could just like adjust this and make the coverage a little bit tighter if I want, or again, just if you want to size up, you're just gonna tighten the straps more for that bit more of coverage. Same thing goes for the bottom. I'm wearing a medium bottom, and you can see with this one, you just have a bit more coverage. If I pull this all the way out, I just have a bit more coverage here. And then in the back, same thing, just a little bit wider coverage here if I size up. So if you're unsure about your size with the Mila, it is safe to size up in the bottom because it is the most micro cut suit of the entire launch. The least amount of coverage is gonna be this suit. This is your no tan lines girl through and through. So this is the color sand. And next up, we're going to put on the Victoria suit. Okay, next up we have the Victoria suit in Cocoa. I'm wearing a size small in the top and a size small in the bottom. And this is another suit. I really had a vision and it was hard. This one was so hard to get right. If you guys saw my original like drawings of these bathing suits and then them existing now, you would be shocked. Maybe I'll have to share those someday, just like my crazy drawings of what everything looked like. But I love this suit, and honestly what I love most about this suit is the bottoms. These bottoms are correct. They are just everything that I want in a bathing suit bottom. I love them so much. So just to begin there, honestly, the bottom here we have, it is a thong cut, but a little bit more coverage of course than the Mila. So we have a nice high waist. I love that this suit comes a little bit higher in the front. Like I like a suit that comes past, you know, the pooch area. I want it to come up a little bit higher than that. So this is amazing. We have coverage. We're not flossing. And then we have a nice thick hip strap here. And this fabric is so soft, you guys. It does not dig at all. It just feels like butter. It feels so, so good. And then the back, of course, we do have a thong cut for this one. Again, super high-waisted. And something that I learned from the other girls when we did the photo shoot is you can turn this suit around. So if you actually want like to adjust the coverage, you want more in the back, less in the front, whatever, you can turn any of these suits around. They're gonna look the same both ways. And the branding for Sauv is on the inside of the suit. So the inside of your suits have your Sauv logo with your size, and it reminds you to hand wash them. So you can turn them around if you so desire, totally up to you, whatever works best. But love the Victoria bottoms. There are two colors of this Victoria suit. We have cocoa and then we have coconut, which is the white. And the Ivy bottoms are actually the same cut as the Victoria bottoms. That's how much I love them. They're just a different fabric, so they fit a bit differently. But yes, these are the Victoria bottoms. Nice cut here. Very, very, very true to size across the board for every girl. If you're unsure about these, you could size up. I mean, I could wear a medium, but it'd be a little loose on the waist. I would get your true to size. And if you're not sure, message me and I will tell you. Now moving on to the Victoria top, we have removable padding. It does sit sideways, so it does not move around in the bra, which I love. And there's a seam in the middle, so it's not swooping over the other side, because I hate that. So, but you can't see the seam from the outside, it's just on the inside. Removable padding. We also have a removable strap. We're gonna go ahead and take it off just so you can see what it looks like. She just unstraps. Gold hardware everywhere. All the suits have gold hardware and it's beautiful. When you receive your suits, some of them have actually like stickers protecting the hardware. So make sure you like look for those and peel them off if you have them. I think they're on the Ivy and the Lilly. So anyway, little hooks, and you can adjust this one. So same as the Mila suit around the neck, you can adjust your suit just like a bra strap. So when it's around your neck, if you want it to be a little bit tighter or looser, you can adjust it accordingly. And then the star of the show for the Victoria suit is the back. This is what the back looks like right here. You have three, not one, not two, but three of those adjustable straps here. And the reason that I made the Victoria suit this way is if you are a girl that has bigger girls, then I guarantee you have experienced a swimsuit where you put on a strapless one especially, and you're either spilling out the top or it's like sitting up here and you have under boob. Too loose at the top, too tight at the bottom, or vice versa, and it's just annoying. So what these straps do is give you the ability to tighten that. So if you're more this way, you can tighten this bottom strap, for example, to avoid having any under boob. It's gonna hold this really secure. Or if you're wearing it and you're like, I'm in a strapless bikini, but I wanna go water skiing, right? You can just tighten this and it is not gonna go anywhere, my girl. It is gonna stay in place. So those are just a couple different reasons. Like I feel like when you have a tie strapless suit, you get the tan lines that dangle down your back and it comes undone because swimsuit fabric is soft if it's good. So I wanted something that was gonna stay in place. These aren't going anywhere. Like they can be as tight as you want them to be and they can stay in place if you want them to. So we love that. This is the cocoa color up close. To compare it to sand, this is kind of what we're working with the differences here. And I will pop on the Victoria and coconut just for you to see. Okay, next up we have the Victoria. I am wearing a size small, and I took the padding out of the top just so you guys can see the difference. She is not sheer at all. She is full coverage. All of these suits are double lined. If you get them wet, you're not gonna be able to see through them. If they're dry, you're not gonna be able to see through them. All double lined. My camera died, so I don't remember what I was saying, but I'm guessing it was something along the lines of the suits aren't see-through because they're all double lined, which is all true. So, moving on to the satin suits, and we're gonna start with Ivy. Wow, I can't believe I'm sharing this suit with you guys. Okay, next up, the Ivy suit. I love her. This is the Ivy suit in emerald. I'm wearing a size small. And before we get too deep into the Ivy suits, okay, two things. So there are two suits launching that are this material. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like, not on my body, so it makes sense. So this is the Ivy suit, of course. It's the same material as the one I'm gonna show you. This is the Lilly. The outside is a satin material. Satin, not very stretchy, okay? Now the inside is the nylon spandex material, which is the same as the other suits. Very stretchy. So what that means about these suits is the sizing matters. They don't fit as super stretchy as the other ones. In exchange for that, you get a beautiful satin swimsuit. This one in particular, the Ivy and the Lilly, I have gotten more compliments on. I've worn them out and people just ask me where my swimsuit is from, which is so cool. Imagine my reaction. We were on the boat this past weekend and a girl on another boat was like, where's your swimsuit from? And I had had a couple White Claws and I started to cry. Literally started to cry. I was like, I made it, it's my brand, buy one Saturday. Anyway, it was very funny, but I do get more questions about these suits than any other suits. They're satin, they're different, they're so cool. When I first decided to get this one, I had the design and I was like, okay, let's just see what it looks like in satin. I feel like that would look luxe and like expensive. And it does. It looks so cool and fancy in person, and I have a disturbing amount of swimsuits to my name and not one of them is this material. And I just think it's so cool and different and I'm really, really into that. Now, the downside to this fabric, not the downside, but something to be aware of is you do have to be very careful with this fabric. And I mean that, I'm not gonna say it lightly, there's a disclaimer on the website for this. This is a fragile fabric and honestly that's probably why swimsuits aren't made in it, but this is the perfect swimsuit to wear on a boat day, to a pool, to a beach party, to a pool party, whatever. This is not a swimsuit that you wear to go like sit on a dock or sit in the sand or sit on a concrete driveway because it will ruin it. Now, that's annoying, right? So all I'm saying is you have to be careful with this fabric. The outside fabric is sensitive, it is satin. Like it will pull if it gets caught on something that is sharp. So just be very, very conscious of that. Don't sit on the edge of a pool that's like solid concrete and like wiggle your butt around or it's gonna scratch the fabric. And I don't have an example of what it looks like because I baby these. Let me see. I've worn this one a few times. Okay, here we go. This is an example. So this is one that I wore and I purposely laid down on a pool deck this weekend to see what it would look like. And here's an example of what happens there. So see, this is what the fabric normally looks like. It's like this very shiny, pretty situation. And for me, I mean, I laid flat on my stomach on concrete and this is the only thing that happened, so not bad. But this, see this little pull right here? See how it's sticking out? Right there. It's like, it makes a little fuzzy. It kind of looks like it's pilling. And what you can do is, I mean, what I do is like get it wet and just twist it away like you would any other pilling. But just know that, like you just need to be careful with these suits. Don't wear them with a cover up made of spiky beads. I don't know what to tell you, like just be aware because they're so pretty and beautiful. You just have to be a little bit more conscious of what you're up to wearing these ones. Other than that, like the fabric being a little bit fragile, they are very sturdy everywhere else. So, like I said earlier, the bottom is the same cut as the Victoria bottom, but because it's a different fabric, we're calling it a different bottom. So in this case, this is gonna be the Ivy bottom. I'm wearing the color Emerald, and because it is a different material, it's just not as stretchy. So it's stretchy, but not as stretchy as the Victoria. So, starting with the bottom there, you're gonna recognize the cut. This is what it looks like. Of course, the only difference is that it is satin. So slightly more snug, but otherwise amazing. And I love this color Emerald. When it gets wet, it looks even darker and more deep. And then when it's dry and the sun hits this, it's so, 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 so beautiful. And the Tropics collection name was inspired by this suit. So this one's really, really special to me. And then the top, my girlfriends who have like size A cups call this the boob job top. They really love it. So this is a top. It has an underwire. It has padding that is not removable. And there's a reason for that. It is a small piece of padding. So the padding sits like from here to here. So it gives you a push-up effect. And if you removed that, like this would stick out. So the padding, it literally, it's in there. It's not going anywhere. You don't want it to, trust me, you want it to be in there. We do have an underwire that runs from the center all the way to the outside here. It is very supportive. It doesn't hurt at all. It doesn't dig. I've worn this suit, I think more than any of the other ones, and it does not dig whatsoever. The back, we have gold hardware in the middle. This is a very sturdy gold clasp. I did have to peel the backing off of it when I got it, so make sure you peel yours off. And then we have adjustable shoulder straps as well. Now the only thing with this suit is if you have, I'm a size small, I'm a 32D bra, and I could nip slip like right here, right? Like it's pretty close. So if you're unsure about this top, just size up. literally size up, and I'm gonna show you what a medium looks like on me and just the difference in coverage. I like a small because I feel like it gives me a little more like push up, right? But when I'm out wearing this, I'm constantly kind of like, is everything in there? Being aware of it. So just know that. I'm gonna go ahead and put the medium on for you so you can see. Okay, so this is a size medium top on me, and you can see that it just provides a little bit more vertical coverage right here, and that's kind of what happens as you go up in sizes. This one does fit me like around here as well. It does fit me around the back. I could absolutely size up for more coverage, and it's still gonna fit snug around here. This band right here is quite stretchy, so if you are small and you just have big girls, then just size up and you're gonna be fine, because really the sizing difference is in the width of this piece right here. Last but not least, we're gonna put on the Lilly. Oh, this one is so cool to share. Wow. Okay, so last but not least, for the swimsuits, this is the final design I have for you for this collection. This is the Lilly suit in the color Rose. Same satin material as the Ivy. And I just have to tell you the story about this suit. So, what is so crazy about this one is this originally was a one piece. We're gonna start there. This originally was a one piece design. I wanted to create a one piece that was a corset, and I'm still trying to. Turns out it's very, very hard to do and to also make it comfortable. And it just wasn't gonna be ready in time, and they were like, oh, just take this corset idea to the next launch in July. And I was like, no, I can't wait. I want it this one. Like, I want to do a corset. It's really important to me. I don't know why. I just was like really fixated on this design. I needed it. And I was like, okay, let's try it as a two-piece then, because I wanted an option that, the whole reason for the one piece was for girls who just wanted more coverage. Came up with the idea to do a two-piece. So instead of doing just the full piece, we have this corset design that just stops kind of halfway down your waist. It's like the length of what a tankini would be. And when I first had the idea for this one, they said, no, it's not gonna work. No, like this is gonna look silly, it's not gonna work, it's gonna be uncomfortable, all these things. And I was like, just make it anyway, please. Like, just follow the design, please make it anyway. Same thing with the bottom. When I sent the bottom for this, I was like, I want a high-waisted bottom. I want it to be a little bit more mid coverage. I want to have a lot of coverage in the front, and a good amount of coverage on the hips. I have one swimsuit in my whole collection, and it is my go-to swimsuit when it's that time of the month, right? And I was like, I need a swimsuit that's my go-to swimsuit at that time of the month from Sauv. And I created these bottoms with that in mind, with an extra amount of coverage in all the places that you want it when you're having a bloated day or when you just like want a high-waisted bikini. Some girls, that's their everyday bikini. More power to you, babe. I love a skimpy little bikini, but I wanted a suit for the days that I wanted more coverage. Also a suit that I'd feel comfortable in when I was on certain vacations with family, you know what I mean? And I wanted something in the collection that would cover that, but still be sexy and still be feminine and still be cool and like amazing. And guys, I have never seen a swimsuit like this. She is a unique girl. So we are going to get right into it. So we're just gonna start with the top. Of course, like I said, this is a boned corset. So we have the underwire, same as the Ivy right here. The difference in this piece, let's ignore the bottom for now, then the Ivy is that right here in the front, we have this thick strap. So with the Ivy, you have a thin strap all the way up from here. Here you have this thick strap. So if you are a girl with a bigger chest, you want more support, you're somebody that's maybe being active in your swimwear, who knows, and you just want that support, this is gonna provide it for you with that coverage right here. And then below here, this is boning, but it's flexible boning, so it's not poking you, it doesn't hurt, it's not gonna poke out of your swimsuit, you know, nothing like that. So it is boned, it is pulling you in. We've got boning right here, and then we've got two pieces right here, and they just kind of stop here at the bottom. They're very padded under here. This is not sharp at all. And yeah, I just feel like it brings you in. It's such a nice angle. You can see it's like flexible. It's not too stiff. Okay, so then if you come around the back here, we just have a clasp here in the middle, and then again, adjustable straps on the shoulders right there. And then moving on to the bottom. For the bottoms, if you are between sizes, size down. I'm generally a small. I'm a small in all of the Sauv bottoms, but in this one, I prefer an extra small. Maybe it's because I like a bit of a skimpier fit or just the shape of my body, but I'm gonna show you why. So starting off with the front, we have a very high rise, nice thick hip rise here, a ton of front coverage, a very thick gusset, we're covered, all the above. You can wear this one backwards if you would like, because a lot of girls did that at the shoot for this one, if you just want some more or like differing coverage. But this is gonna be your most coverage bottom. I would feel very comfy in this one. during that time of the month personally, because what I want covered during that time of the month is like this, and to have this nice high thick coverage is really great. And then for the back, I'm gonna preface this by saying the shape of my body is not the shape of everybody's body. This looks very different on other body types. So please refer to the Instagram or the website and look at how the bottom fits other girls. It is meant to be a mid-coverage cut. On me, however, my butt kind of just swallows it. Sounds weird, but it does. So it fits me more like a high coverage thong. It doesn't look like this on everybody, just keep that in mind. So totally depends on your body type. But this is the back. You can see we have very high hip coverage right here, as well as high back coverage. And I will say, on most girls, this lies flat like this on other people. It doesn't lie that way on me. It's just how it is. I don't mind it being like a thong coverage in the back, but I know some people really want like more coverage back there. And again, it doesn't look this way on everybody. On a lot of the girls, it's just like a nice triangle mid-coverage fit. So just keep that in mind. If you have a larger backside, then this is what it's gonna do. It's gonna just find its way in there. But again, like, you do have a good amount of coverage back here. So I personally don't mind that. And what is really cool about this one in particular that I like is when it gets wet, it gets darker. So when you actually get in the water, it almost looks like a deep burgundy. And something about it, it like holds really well to your skin when it's wet too. If you look at the most recent Instagram post, you're gonna see that. But yeah, it just like suctions. So once it's wet, if I pull it like, you know, like this, it'll just stay right there. So really good for me if I'm like out in the water, out in a pool, whatever, and I want something to stay in place. Really, really great for coverage. I hope you guys like this one. I know it's pretty out of the box and different, but yeah. So moving on to the very, very last piece, it is going to be our cover up, and then we're done. Okay, so let me zoom this out a little bit so you can see. Last, we have the Ella cover up. I love this cover up so much. This is a combination of like 4 different cover-ups that I have that I wanted to all exist as one, and we have her. She has all the things that I could possibly want in a cover-up. So starting with, I don't even know where to start. Starting with this. Right across the waist here, we have a band, and what is in here is a little string. If you so desire to take this out, you can. If you want to switch the string around, you can also do that. But what the purpose of that is to take this little tie back here and pull this nice and tight. So you could choose to like take this, you can wrap it here and tie it in the front, you can tie it in the back. I'm gonna just, whatever, wrap it around the front and then tie it in the back for the purposes of this video. What I love about this is it is a midi dress. So I'm 5'7", it hits me right above like my shins, like right down there. So on me it fits like a midi. If you're shorter than me, it's gonna fit a little longer. We had a girl in our photo shoot who was like 5'3", and it was more of a maxi on her. This one does only come in size small, medium, and large. All of the other bikinis come in size extra small through extra large, so I will just note that. These ones only have 3 sizes. I wasn't sure how everybody would feel about a cover-up, so if you guys love this and you want more cover-up design that I have in my little brain, then let me know and we can definitely make that happen, and I can expand the size range too. I just didn't know for this first one how everybody felt about cover-ups. But what I wanted was a cover-up that I could wear to the beach. I could put it on after the beach and wear it into a restaurant and not feel too out, like too out there, like too naked, you know? And also one that was like not completely covered and feel too modest. I still wanted it to be like sexy and pretty, and I needed it to be comfortable. That was big. So I love a crochet cover-up design. I just think they're so, so comfortable. So right here, you can adjust the waist right here. What I do sometimes is actually pull this up and kind of wear it like this. So it almost looks like a top with a skirt. Like, I like wearing it that way, but whatever, totally up to you how you want to do that. And then the top here, we have this like crochet, nice loose piece. These are all handmade and crocheted. So they are like crochet through and through and through. So you're gonna see it all the way there. It goes around the back right here and it just slips through this little hole. And you have the razorback style. And then this, of course, is just where I have it tied. And we have this vertical stitching going up and down on the top half, and then of course on the bottom half, this diamond stitching that I feel like just makes you look like an hourglass. It just accentuates curves in the way that I want. Like, this is like small waist, hips. I love it. I love how this looks. This is what it looks like from the back. I just feel like this design really gives you a booty if you don't have one too, so love that. And then we have slits in both sides, so you can choose to, like we took a lot of photos like this with one leg out, and this makes it just really comfortable, really, really flowy, fabulous. You must hand wash these and hang them to dry, of course. And yeah, and they will hold up very, very well for you. So that is going to conclude the try-on haul for the very first launch of Sauv Swim, the Tropics collection. I hope you guys love it so much. I really do. I'm so nervous, like truly terrified. But I am gonna be packing all the bags and getting everything ready for the next day and just preparing for hopefully someone to make an order. Such a weird thing, like not knowing if anybody's gonna buy the stuff that you produce, you know? So anyway, I am very, very nervous to say the least, but also really excited and just so grateful to be here and be doing this, and I couldn't have without you. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much. If you decide to purchase a suit, please do not hesitate to message me on my personal account on @SauVSwim. Any questions or comment below, and I promise to get back to you before the launch. I will have, I believe, 2 launches this summer, one toward the end of the year. So I will do as much as I possibly can. When I tell you I put everything into this, I guess that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. Please don't forget to check out the Sauv Swim Instagram, TikTok, and we have a Facebook page too if you're into that. And share it with your friends if you want. There's no influencer budget really, so there's just me and word of mouth. And I hope you guys love it. I really, really do. Please tag me and Sauv Swim if you get something so that I can thank you and just see what it looks like on you. What a crazy concept to see people in your designs. Can you tell I'm excited? Okay, I'm gonna go before I lose it. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you in